His opponent in the blue corner is from Wanacue, New Jersey, wearing white trunks, trimmed with red and green. He weighs in at 157½ pounds, rated number 8 in the world among middleweights by the World Boxing Council. Here he is, Bobby Czyz. Czyz. 10 rounds of boxing. A very capable Arthur McAfee, the referee.
Good evening, gentlemen. This contest will be controlled by the Jersey State Athletic Commission. In the event of a knockdown,
there we take a look
you
at
must take that
a
8
graphic
count.
that indicates the knockout potential of these fighters. Czyz, of course, has knocked out his opponents in 4.5 rounds, and Linson 6.1. That 100% knockout ratio of Linson a little misleading because Czyz probably is the bigger puncher here. But both fighters have tremendous KO power, and that's what we should take away from that graphic.
These middleweights scheduled for 10. Here in New Jersey, they'll score it on the round system. Supplemental 5 points in the event of a deadlock in rounds. And we're underway. No 3 knockdown rule. Czyz in white, Linson in the blue. Czyz 19-0, 14 knockouts. Linson is 10-4 with 10 knockouts. Linson has 72-inch reach, 2 inches more than Czyz. And Linson is 2 years old. Czyz with a right to the body and a left hook to the head.
Sal, I think the beginning portion of this fight is so important for Chris Linson. He needs to disrupt Czyz's rhythm, and he needs to prove to himself that he belongs in that ring with Czyz. If he can get inside and do some damage to Bobby Czyz, it can give his confidence a tremendous boost.
Czyz has an odd problem. He says he knows that he fights with too much intensity in the opening round. He's got to learn how to pace himself.
Well, he likes to get in and mix it up, and of course Linson would like that. He'd like a brawl inside. That would be where he might have his best shot at Czyz.
Czyz coming off a shoulder strain, an injury that happened while training in August. A body shot, and Linson winces. Linson has got pain because of a body shot. He takes a right on the chin, and Czyz is going to work early on Linson.
Well, Chris Linson can't lounge on the ropes as he did just there. There's a big overhand right by Bobby Czyz. So early, he is untracked. No ring rustiness, despite the fact that Czyz has not fought since July 3rd.
Couple of lead right hands by Czyz. Linson off to a slow start. He took a heavy body shot early in the round and has kept that right elbow tucked close to his rib cage. He's hurting there. He takes 2 right hands from Czyz.
And Linson is an awkward kind of fighter, and at long range, he is no match for Czyz. He's got to be inside, working him, and perhaps mauling and brawling a bit.
Countering right hand by Czyz, the beginning of the exchange.
Break, step back.
Only 20 years old, so much potential, so much power. No, he's not a complete fighter yet. And he can only dream about fighting Marvin Hagler, the undisputed middleweight champion of the world. He's a long ways from that, but Bobby Czyz is a pleasure to behold because of his rapid development.
Good left hand by Linson, and Linson's best bet, I think, early in this fight is the overhand right. That's the punch Czyz is most susceptible to.
Linson not looking good, throwing punches on his toes, not good leverage. Takes a couple of body shots and a left hook to the head. Less than 30 seconds to go in the round. Linson has a bit of a welt on his left eye. Countering left hook by Czyz right on the noggin. Czyz with a left hook and a left-right combination. That left hook raised the right foot of Linson, who comes back with a barrage of his own. And for the first time here in the opening round, Linson with some pressure. He's been on the tape.
Big first round for Bobby Czyz, and I would think after that layoff, that's got to make him feel a lot more confident.
When you're backing out, stay low when you're backing out. Your hands up. Okay? A little water. Now, when you take one step back, go back into the body. Okay? Don't make too many big steps.
You're going to have the tail on that side over here.
Let's take a look at Czyz's power with the left hand. He didn't wind up very long with that left hook. He threw it actually from the shoulder. Lots of power, though.
And here we see another angle of that punch, and there was the left hook. Short, crisp left, and it stunned Chris Linson. As we look at him in his corner, Jim Montoya giving us some instructions. Let's hear it.
Take a deep breath.
He's dropping his left over with the right. He's dropping his left.
Relax. He's dropping that left hand a lot. When you throw the right, bring down and go to the
So there's a clue from Jimmy Montoya, the very capable Los Angeles trainer, saying that Czyz is dropping his hand a lot. Take advantage of it, obviously, with a countering right. Let's see if Linson can exploit that, what Montoya terms a weakness. This is round 2, scheduled for 10.
Well, Montoya and I are obviously in agreement. I said earlier, I thought that Linson's big hope in this fight would be pinned on his overhand right, a punch that Czyz is often susceptible to.
Czyz digging a left hand to the body of Linson. Linson tried to lead right hand, didn't work. Bobby Czyz continues to apply the pressure. A heady fighter who graduated 6th academically in his class of over 300 in high school here in 1980. He passed up a medical scholarship from Rutgers University to pursue his career as a fighter. He says there's plenty of time for that. I want to win the middleweight championship first.
And Chris Linson just switched back and forth from southpaw to the conventional stance, and he is eating that left jab. There was a good left jab by Czyz, and I don't think he should switch back and forth. I think Linson should fight conventional. Another good left jab by Bobby Czyz. He's got that punch on track, and there it is again.
Linson is eating a lot of jabs here, trying to get close to Czyz.
And Linson tries to work to the body with that left hook, but Bobby Czyz has got that jab on track, the straight right hand, and his left hook. Every punch in his arsenal is working well. And a big right by Czyz.
Czyz looks so relaxed in this fight. He certainly isn't as hyper as we've seen him in previous outings. A countering left-right combination, and another one, and down goes Chris Linson. He took 2 left-right combos on the head. Arthur Mercanti counts out the mandatory 8. Linson got up at 5. Plenty of time here in round 2.
And Jimmy Montoya motioned from the corner. Hold on, Chris. Try and hold on to him, but he can't. Left hook by Czyz, and that ripped him.
Czyz has got Linson where he wants him, and that is dazed and wide open. Linson takes a right hand. He's got a lazy left. He's a sucker for right hands, and Arthur Mercanti stops the fight. A TKO for Bobby Czyz in round 2, and he's 20-0 with his 15th knockout.
Well, for Chris Linson, as we look into his corner, a very disappointing trip in from the West Coast. Bobby Czyz has done it again, scores an impressive second-round knockout victory over Linson. And, of course, this will certainly, I think, prompt some more criticism of Czyz despite the victory. There was a good straight right hand by Bobby Czyz. This is the knockdown, and that right hand sent him starting down, and then the left hook finished the job. So Bobby Czyz really leveled Linson. Let's look at another angle of that knockdown.
We saw more compact punching tonight by Czyz, not those looping, arcing shots, throwing more blows straight from the shoulder, more economical, and certainly didn't waste his time against Chris Linson, who never really got off.
Linson never did get into the fight. I thought the early portion of the fight would be important for him. He needed very desperately, Linson did, to establish that he could hurt Czyz. He never did, and he ultimately paid the price for it.
So it goes in the books as KO in 2. Bobby Czyz, on the night of September 25th, 1982, wins his 20th straight fight. And this 20-year-old middleweight here in New Jersey continues to make noise in the 160-pound division.